I like rocking out to that intro, and then it's funny because it's such an abrupt start or a stop rather that it's.
I know it's all like.
Yeah, I'm like, and then it just cuts out, and I'm like, oh, I'm still grooving. I don't care, whatever.
Let's see.
Right?
My hands on the camera. Don't mind me. Wait for it. Only because I know you guys will appreciate this. It's hard to see, but. Oh, God.
Hey, nice. Is that a sweatshirt?
It's a hoodie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, now we're live.
Green.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our, as you can tell by my ridiculously goofy hat, is our Christmas special. And we are actually live on 3 platforms today. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So if this is your first time on my Instagram,
we're expanding.
I am the man behind all of the toy pictures. Wait, I moved the room around again. All of the toy pictures. It's still a work in progress. So I'm shifting everything that way because I want to use this desk to build and paint on, and this one for this. So I'm not having to like move my keyboard every time I want to fucking do something.
Very nice.
Just set it up where I can just wheel back and forth between places.
Oh, God, that's too much glare.
That is.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find a spot to sit.
No problem.
There we go. Not as much glare.
Thanks for joining us. Today we'll be talking about Christmas. Things we love about Christmas, our favorite gifts we ever got as a kid or an adult, our favorite Christmas memories, whether it's somebody fell on their ass on some ice or stuck their tongue to a pole, you know, those kind of things. And then the other half of the show, it's going to be the reasons why we're adults and we all really hate Christmas now.
Yeah.
It's going to come down
Happy
to that.
Hanukkah. It might be late.
Happy Hanukkah, yeah.
It just ended, actually.
It's a bit late.
It's okay. Better late than never.
Exactly. Anybody want to start, or am I getting stuck doing this too?
I'll go. So one of my favorite gifts, and probably like one of the awesomest we ever got, was the Nintendo. Like back in like 88, I think it was 1988 or 1989. It was one of the two, but it was from my grandfather, and he just ended up, I don't even know how it happened, but we ended up with one of the power pad joints. So it had,
that's dope.
Yeah. So it was like the Nintendo, but it came with the triple card of like Super Mario, Duck Hunt, and then World Class Track Meet, which is always fun because me and the guys would always like run on the power pad. So we realized that we can just do this and cheat the hell out of it. And then like for the long jump, you just jump off the pad and then you just go. And then whenever you want to land, you go back on and you could like crush it. But that was a lot of fun. I still have VHS of us playing it.
Oh, nice.
That year, because my birthday's in January. So you fast forward a little bit in the home movies and you see us rocking out on it. That was absolutely one of my favorite gifts we ever got. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then it just led to everything else as far as video game addiction goes. So it was kind of the gateway.
I understand that.
Sounding very sentimental, I think the best gift I ever got for Christmas would have honestly been the birth of Lee.
Oh,
that was only a couple of weeks beforehand.
That's adorable.
He has to say that. He's a parent.
Yeah.
I don't have to say it.
I know, Hatch. I'm only kidding, buddy. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. What about you, JJ's?
My favorite gift that I got. Let me think. I have to say it was the year our uncle upgraded his N64 and he gave it to us for Christmas that year. I think that was my favorite one because him and I played Smash Brothers for days. That's all we would do. Mom would yell at us. We're like, "Oh no, we're almost done!" And we just sit there and smash it out all day.
That's the one that's still sitting at Mom's house too.
I know it's going to be here soon because it's not getting used and it needs to be used.
It needs to come to me.
Use it. I'm giving it back. I'm just going to use it.
No.
I'm gonna take it anyways. I'm gonna rub my dick on it.
Oh man, I think that's legally binding. I think it says at that
point. Wait, it's more like. Oh. There we go.
Okay, we can also do it this way.
What?
You owe it to send it back to me because I'll pay back all the stuff you owe me for money.
I'll eventually pay you back. I still got like a good 30 years before I'm dead.
eventually. Yeah, no, the last time he paid me back, he put himself in debt worse.
That happens sometimes.
It does. It does happen. We're we talking about my financial stuff. This is about Christmas. How did they always
Christmas is
get
financial.
on to me? That's what I want to know. How does this show?
Christmas
go
is very financial.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's for later in the show. I'm gonna grab a water real quick. You guys talk. I'll be right back. 2 shakes.
Remember, if it's more than 2, it's playing with it.
Look, I'm Elf on the Shelf now.
Yeah, we torment our kids with that.
I want to get a Snoop on the stoop. I'm not even gonna lie, I really do. Just because it's funny and it will look great in this room all year round.
Look at chilly here. I want to get a mensch on a bench. They make them.
They have they on this Free Beer and Hot Wings
Oh,
Facebook group I'm
there
a
you go.
part of. They have like all these different ones. They have a picture of some chick's boobs with Conway Twitty on it, so it's a Twitty on a titty.
I think I've seen that.
I thought that was really
on
funny.
Facebook. They're really funny. I saw one the other day that I couldn't figure out what they were trying to say for like the first few minutes, but it was Spock on a cock on the rock. So
Yeah, on a dock. On a dock.
the
I've seen that
and then
one.
sitting on the rock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like that one. That one's funny. Huh. I think my favorite Christmas, like altogether, not even gifts, I think would have been the year that I think it was either right after you were born or right before you were born that Christmas.
Well, it's hard to determine because it's 6 months.
Yeah, it had to be after you were born because I got the Power Rangers that year for Christmas and they came out on my birthday the same year you were born. I thought I got gypped. I found 5 of the Power Rangers. There's supposed to be 6. And I'm like devastated. I don't want your pajamas, I don't want your sacks. And then I didn't look underneath a pair of the pajamas. They slid in the Green Ranger, hence the Green Ranger shirt I wear now. And I was so mad. I didn't want any of the other 5. I just wanted the Green Ranger. So when I got all the other 5, I'm like, the fuck? This isn't the one I wanted. And then when I found him, I was like, oh.
I used to get excited because every year I used to get Legos.
Mm-hmm.
Legos are cool. They're expensive as shit now too.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But you know what the thing is? Most of that is licensing. That's what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Those are little bitty blocks of plastic, but you're paying for like the Star Wars name and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So they can like make them look close enough to the people who play them or whatnot.
One of the coolest gift reveals my mom ever did. And we talk about this a lot, me and the guys. I have, for anybody out there who doesn't know, I have 3 younger brothers. I'm the oldest of 4. And there was one year when my mom had gotten them PlayStation, like the original PlayStation when it came out. And she had pulled one of those Christmas story deals where they unwrapped all their gifts. And Tui is one of them. That's true. And they unwrapped all the gifts. And my mom's like, oh, I think there's something over there. And she busted out, and it was a fucking PlayStation. And the guys went nuts. And it was one of those things where it was like really, really cool. She did that with a Nintendo 64, actually, since we're talking about video games that we still have downstairs. The same one that I'm about to tell a story about. She asked the guys one day to help her in with groceries from the car. And they do, and they go out and they clear out all the groceries. And there at the end, it's this fucking Nintendo 64. So my mom's kind of the queen of that stuff.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Adorable.
She's adorable. But yeah, she's really good with that stuff. So those are some really fun Christmas memories for the guys. I'm sure, you know what I mean. Oh, Battle Arena Toshinden, I believe he said. And I remember they got like Jumping Flash, and then what they thought at it's his 16th birthday. That's what it was. And then they got the long box Resident Evil. Like, do you remember when they came out? Like that was the first time I'd ever seen it. It had just come out, and I was like, "What is this shit?"
I think I've only ever seen it once too, which is crazy.
I wish we still had that. That is long gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wish I would have kept more of my boxes and stuff for my games. Now that I know how many people like to collect all those, I'm like, oh, I should have kept all the boxes for those. I could have made a mint off the shit we had.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, no, it's mine. You can't have it.
Exactly.
That's very true.
Yes, I'm sitting in the car because not overly comfortable doing the show in her grandparents' house.
I didn't say anything. I assumed that's what was going on. That's why I didn't say anything.
Wow.
Let's see.
Other favorite memories.
I was gonna say one of my other favorite memories, and it's weird because you're that weird age bracket where like I don't remember a lot of the Christmases before you, but I remember a lot more after you, if that makes sense. I remember the year they got us those wrestling buddies.
Wrestling buddies.
Yeah,
Oh,
Are you talking about the plush one? Like the weird plushy ones, but
the big tall ones.
Yeah.
They had like
I
Ultimate
had-
Warrior and Hulk Hogan and shit like that. I remember those.
I had those two, and he had the Snake Roberts and Big Boss
was
Man.
it?
Big Boss Man.
And we would
Big
just
Boss Man.
grab them by the legs and just start smashing each other with them and jumping off the table onto them like elbow. Poof.
That's what the kids in the commercials did.
Mhm.
You know?
So we had to do it.
Tui wanted one of those really bad. He didn't end up ever getting one. I don't think he did either, buddy. That's too bad. Because those were really cool.
They were pretty big.
I want to dare say there's still one surviving at mom's house within my stuff.
That's
I think so.
crazy.
I think there's one in the box. I think I ran across it when I first moved back, and I want to say it's either Jake the Snake or
I think it's the Big Boss Man.
Is it the Big Boss Man?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, you got to remember how long it's been since I've seen all that stuff. So I haven't seen that stuff in over 10 years.
Danny stripping.
Ooh,
Always.
for free. But it surely is a Christmas miracle. Yes, Brendan did have one too. He did. You know what I miss, and you guys are about that age, is so back in the day, back in my day before the internet, we had to go buy catalogs. Now, one of the best things about
I remember the catalogs.
The Sears Christmas Wish book, bro, or like the Toys R Us fucking thick ass book.
Mhm.
Like you're looking at all the stuff in there and the smell of the pulp that the page was printed on, and just like all the bright flashy pictures and everything, and toys you didn't even care about or know about, but you're like, I want that. Me, I was always flipping towards the electronics or the video games and stuff like that. But wow, those things were so rad back in the day. So rad.
Actually, the cool thing is every once in a while in the mail we'll get an Amazon catalog.
That's super. I saw recently that there's some company out there. I forget what the heck it is, but it's some sort of like service merchandise type Sears-y kind of deal. But they still have like wish books that they send out.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's dope. Prices have changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
But I feel the overall sentiment
It's
is
still similar.
there. It is. And that was always fun, man, because you never knew. And you'd circle stuff, or you'd X stuff, or you'd like rip the page out, and just I wish I'd hung on to a lot of those, because that would have been like not worth anything, but you know,
For the
as far as the
nostalgia.
nostalgia, yeah, exactly, and just be like, oh man, this was cool. Remember this? So those were really fun.
That's how our grandparents used to have us pick out what we wanted for Christmas when we were
Circle
kids.
stuff.
One of the
Yeah,
books,
circle stuff. That's the best
and
thing.
then like
Pull
one
the
color
guesswork out of
each,
it.
and you have to go around and pick all the stuff you wanted.
Yep.
Yep, we used to
And
do
then
that every
and
year.
then when you get it, you had to guess at what you think it was that they got you, because you know you're like, all right, I circled like 4,000 things in this.
What could
That
this
looks
actually
like it
be?
could.
I think it was just last year. I wrapped a couple empty. I can't remember if it was last year, year before. One of the years, I wrapped a couple empty boxes and stuck them under the tree for the girls.
That's funny.
You
That's funny.
got it.
No.
So not this past Christmas, but last Christmas, Danielle's sister, I want to say, her sister, got this box, and it's supposed to be this thing you put your junk into so you can pee in a plant so you don't have to like stop to play your game. Well, they bought it for her nephew, but they shredded like thousands of sheets of paper, but stuffed it full of money that they rolled up and jammed in here. So he had to like dig through this box to find all this money, and there's paper everywhere. And I'm like, any y'all do that to me for Christmas, I'm walking the fuck out. I am not doing that shit.
Yo, that's brutal.
Because he's
That's
sitting there,
brutal.
and it's not like it was like one there's it's like here's a buck, here's $5, here's $10, here's another $1. Like it was random what he was pulling out. I'm like, oh no, don't you do that to me. I don't have that patience. I'll just dump the box on the table. Just be like,
Gimme. The smell of the Sears catalog was almost as good as looking at / getting the toys themselves. I agree, Tui. Those were great. Danielle says, Josh, did you tell Danny about the coffee table?
I have not yet.
Oh.
I have it outside or on the back porch. I'm going to sand it down and try to clean it up because the cats have been running across it. So there's just scratch marks all over the top of it. So it's out on the back porch right now because I want to get it sanded and cleaned it up a little bit because it looks
Well, things older than us, so.
And oops, sorry. Danielle says he got like $200 too. So that kid fucking made out like a bandit.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Get out of the car and walk around, old man.
Yeah, he said no.
Just telling you what you were told to do. You probably should do it.
Christmas break. That was always fucking awesome when I was a kid too.
I love Christmas break.
Because then you have time to play with all the stuff you got. You're like, all right, cool. So it wasn't like, go ahead.
I was going to say real quick. You know what's weird? I was talking to Aaron at work today. The kids only get like 8 days off now. I'm like, we got like 2.5 weeks. What the fuck are you talking about? They got 8
My
days.
kids don't go back until after New Year's.
Yeah, that's pretty much
The
how
kids here go back like the day after New Year's. Like the next day, they're back in school. And I'm like, the fuck? That's not a Christmas break.
No.
That
Yeah,
ain't
I seem to remember getting like 2 weeks when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Maybe it was weird and like maybe it was only 8. I don't know. It was so long ago.
Because it used to be like the 2 days always before. So if Christmas fell on a Friday, you went to school till Wednesday. And then you were off the rest of that. And then through New Year's,
My girls,
back like the end of the week or the next start of the week.
my girls were supposed to, their last day was supposed to be the 19th, but we came down here, so they got off on the 18th, or is it the 19th? Either way, one of those days. They don't go back until like January, like 4th or 5th.
Oh, wow. That's not bad. It's a good break.
That is pretty good. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Because again, then it's like, you get to do stuff with your stuff. You don't have to worry about, plus, like it's always weird trying to like, at least it was for me, like trying to schedule like sleepovers with friends and shit before Christmas because everybody's family is like, last second whatevering. They got family in town, you know what I'm saying? You just want to hang out with your bros and stuff like that. But then eventually, so like leading up to Christmas, it was always tough because it was like, well, but then after Christmas, you're like, oh, cool. There's still some time where I can like go hang out and do sleepovers with my friend's house and like bring some of my cool shit, see some of their cool shit, and just, enjoy being a kid. Excuse me.
We used to spend most of our Christmas Eves at our grandparents. And then he'd go back home with my mom and they wouldn't see me again until school came back. I'd be like, bye. I'm like, I'm staying here. I'll see you guys after Christmas. The perks of being the older kid, I guess. Kind of sad, though. Kind of sad. Yeah. The worst Christmas I've ever had is I got the flu Christmas morning. I got up, ate some food, got my toys out, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I go sprinting down the hallway. And, of course, I'm a young kid. I'm like 8, 9 years old. I couldn't make it. So I come back up the hall, and I'm all like, Gampy, I kind of threw up all over the bathroom. And he's like, what do you mean you threw up all over the bathroom? And I'm like, and I grab him by the hand, and I'm like crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And I bring him down the hallway with me, and he hugs me and he goes, it's okay. Your grandmother's about to yell at you because she's coming down the hall. Sure enough, I heard, Joshua James, what is this? And I go, I'm sick, Grandma, I'm so sorry. And I cried and then puked again.
I was gonna say, did you puke while you were crying? Because that would have been okay.
Because I was crying because it's Christmas Day and I'm 9 years old. I'm devastated. I'm like, and then I
got snot bubbles coming out of one side. You got puke bubbles coming out the other. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a mess.
And I love our grandfather because his sense of humor, it's like his. It's fucking like that. It's on par. So I'm starting to puke, and he looks over at me and he goes, "If you see something brown about this big, grab it, throw it back in your mouth." Hole. Next thing I know, I'm even harder. I'm like, "Why would you do this to me, old man? I'm already puking." Because for a split second, I thought he was being honest, and I kind of looked down and go, "Wait, what?"
Oh,
like
no.
I'm 9 years old. I don't know any better. And you can ask Danny. At 9 years old, I was very sheltered. My grandparents kept me in a very small, little, like tightly knit bubble. So I didn't know no better.
Really religious. Yeah, were those the religious grandparents? Okay.
Yep, that's the ones we grew up very Catholic with. Very Catholic.
The 8 hours of church.
Oh God, having to go to Sunday school.
Oh, I had
I
to
never went to Sunday school, thankfully.
Yeah, I had to go to
Well,
catechism.
you never made your
on my-
confirmation, right?
Nope.
Oh, that's why. Then I had to go to Sunday school because of that.
I hated being at church. I was like, why am I going to go on Sunday? And then I had to go to I remember Mondays at a couple different schools I went to. I had to go to catechism class, which is what we used to call it kiddie prison class. So you you go to basically that's what it was, bro. And it was the worst part. It was at school. So, and it wasn't a Catholic school. It was like a public school in Essex Junction, Vermont. I went to Catholic school up until 3rd grade, which explains a lot about me.
Second grade.
2nd grade, right on.
Mm-hmm.
But so they would every Monday they would keep you afterwards, and it was a couple. I remember my one friend Chuck Wilson's mother taught one, and then I forget who it was. We had a couple but you would basically after school was done, you would go to a classroom, and then for an hour they would do God stuff, and I'm like,
they would do God stuff. I love that.
Yeah,
That's the best explanation for that I've ever heard. They did God stuff.
I had a buddy named Jason Riley and we were the troublemakers. Go figure. I was one of those class clown kind of kids. But we were always getting in trouble in catechism class because neither one of us took it seriously at all. Which is funny because his dad played in the church band. But we were just this is dumb. All this is stupid. I want to go home and play Nintendo.
Josh was an altar boy who got alone time with the priest.
I liked Father Riani. He was a cool guy. He actually was super nice. Not like that. He was just a really cool guy. And then he would let me ask him the most obscure things too. I was like, so if you kill someone and you come and tell do you have to call the cops? He goes, no. And I go, how does that work? And he would just let me answer random things. And he wouldn't give me the straightforward answer. He'd be like, no, I'm not allowed to. He's like, if they come to me outside of church and say it, yeah. But he goes, if I'm in there, nope, I don't say a word. I go,
I have a pastor that comes into my work. His name, I call him Rev Bob. His name is he's a really cool guy. He's a really nice guy, and he'll come in his regalia. He'll have his collar and his little I forget what the hell they're called, but his little pastor suit or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And he'll come in and we'll just shoot the shit. That's funny seeing these guys outside of a religious setting and realizing that they're just people too.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. But he's one of the people I look for because he's one of those people. Also, I know we're getting way off topic here, but he's one of those people you can really ask whatever to, and he will answer not religiously. You know what I mean? Yeah. He'll give you a straight up. I mean, he'll work God in somewhere, but that's kind of how that gig goes.
That's
I guess.
Of thing, yeah. They'll shoehorn him in somewhere.
I quit Sunday school to go bowling to start bowling. That's at least was fine. That's fine.
I never had Sunday school.
Lucky. You don't know what you're missing.
Oh no, I know what I'm missing. I've heard enough stories.
Let's see. Christmas.
Christmas trees were always fun. Were you guys real tree people or were you guys the fake tree
fake
people? Fake tree. That sucks.
Yeah, I've never actually owned a real tree in my life.
We've always been a real tree family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's one of those perk thingies. But I always love the Christmas tree, man. It's pretty, dude. So I can get high as fuck and just sit in the, the soft glow of all the colored lights and stuff. It's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are fun. They smell good too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd probably get one if I didn't have cats that already dive into the fake tree.
Yeah, they'd murder your tree.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Sunday?
I just want to clean the mess.
I remember sucking. It's really not that bad. I mean, because I have woods 20 feet behind my house, so it's as simple as just undecorating the tree, pulling it out the stand, and just bringing it out back. Me and Tui get it done in 20 minutes, if that, something like that.
You guys ever think about wrapping it in trash bags and wrapping it in tape and burying it in the ground and see if your neighbors call the cops on you and be like, I think they're burying someone in their backyard?
That would be great. They probably wouldn't. They would probably expect that. They would probably expect that's what we were doing, and they wouldn't call the cops. We lost Hatch.
I think he said he dropped his phone, so he'll be back.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh.
I think that's what I heard. I think I heard him go, "Oop, drop my phone."
Oh,
hopefully he didn't break it.
I know, right?
Oh, well, he's got one of those ones that flip open now. One of those like Samsungs with a flippy flip.
Oh, what? That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, he's got one of those. So it's all like glass touchscreen, I think, on the front and the back, or the front and the inside of the phone.
So he says our neighbors would be like, they finally took care of that problem neighbor. Yeah, that's probably what they would say.
That's funny.
But now, did you guys? I'll Hatch and be back. We can revisit this if you want to. But were you guys one of those you can open a Christmas present Christmas evening, but the rest of them have to wait till Christmas Day kind of family, or was it you got to wait till Christmas?
Actually, my family was always cool about letting us open everything on Christmas Eve, but you had to go to church. If you didn't go to church, you couldn't open shit. So you had to open everything. Because the way my grandfather
That's a good call. That's a good call. You got to choose. It's like you can open them, but you got to go to church, and it's like, oh.
And the way that my grandfather always explained it to us as kids, he goes, "Why wait and do it in the morning? If you get out of church at 5, you open up your gifts, and you have from 5 o'clock that night until you go back to school." I'm like, "That's smart, Grandpa. That's smart."
How long did you guys go to church for? Because I know,
on
Christmas Day, how long would you spend at church?
If we didn't go to the midnight mass, only like an hour and a half. If we went to the midnight mass, we'd be there like 2.5 hours because that's like the big one.
Yeah, I know a lot of people go to midnight mass.
My grandmother goes, I think, Sunday mornings now. For
my phone decided to overheat and kick me out of everything.
Oh, geez, that sucks. I'm sorry. I was wondering what happened.
Probably because of where I had it positioned, it was too much in the sun.
Maybe
that'd probably do it.
I mean,
I was wondering just because you said by the time you get home from church it'd be like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, the time did y'all go to church?
Depending.
But I was like, oh, they probably like didn't go right in the morning.
Which is nice.
Can you imagine that? That would be the worst if you were a kid and you had to go to church first and then go to fucking open your gifts. You'd be like, oh my god. Surely that
was actually kind of normal in our family, though.
No, we went Saturday night.
There was a few times we went during Sunday.
Oh, did you go with Mom?
No. There was a few times I remember.
I always went Saturday night with Terry and Gampy. Because I may like to go on Sunday mornings, but I was like, no, I'll just go with them. That's going to be faster. Not that it always fell on Sunday. That sounds wrong that I'm saying that, but you get what I'm saying.
No, we do. We understand, Josh.
I get you. But so now that I'm older, it's a lot different. Nice segue, right? About the halfway mark on the show. You see how I did that? That's not by design. It's not by accident.
That's what I said. We had about halfway through.
So these days, the only thing I really look forward to is, and it was, I think they put it best in, it was a Trailer Park Boys Christmas episode. And they were like, Christmas is all about getting fucked up and chilling with your family and shit like that. And I'm like, all right, I can get behind that. I do that anyway. So it's like, okay. And that's it. Then you got work. You don't get a Christmas break. You got to fucking work. You know what I mean? Back to the grind. It's expensive, stressful.
Doesn't bring you
work fucking sucks. Absolutely sucks.
People suck this time of year.
Yeah, which is one of the most ironic things. It's like, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm like, no, it's not. People are assholes.
We're not getting into Christmas songs. I can't stand Christmas songs.
No. I can. Just not a lot of them. And there's certain ones.
Well, you know what? In the highest rank Christmas songs for being annoying and most hated?
What's
the Mariah Carey one?
No.
Yeah, that's just easy.
That one I hate with a passion, but no, Wham's. Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
The very next day
you gave it away.
Yeah, that's fair. That is annoying.
Let's not do that ever again. We just lost a viewer because we started singing. Good job,
guys. That's fair. I don't blame him. I'd walk too. Surprised they lost it this song. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again.
Bless you. I don't know. I watched an actual Christmas movie during Christmas since 2009 was the last time I sat through a Christmas movie during Christmas.
Kathy plays Miracle on 25th Street every year.
I don't mind Christmas movies so much.
They're hit
That's
and miss.
just me.
I try to play the Muppet Christmas Carol, but nobody's interested in it. Kathy gets scared, and the girls just aren't interested.
I love the
How do
Muppet.
you not like
Right?
Muppets? That's interesting.
That's a good
Kathy's
one.
scared of them.
We are not watching The Grinch on Christmas Eve. Go suck a tree.
Oh, the Christmas Story. That's yeah.
That is my
Christmas toy. I don't know
top,
if you guys.
top hated movie of all the Christmas
Christmas Story.
movies. I cannot stand
That's
a
not-
Christmas.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
That's not what I said. I said the Christmas toy.
Oh,
I saw
Toy.
Christmas Story too. My bad.
Yeah. So the Christmas toy is a Jim Henson joint.
Really?
About Rugby the Tiger and Apple and Mew. And they're these toys that come alive when the kids aren't around. And it's all like Muppet shit.
Mhm.
And they go on an adventure because Rugby is like super egotistical and he thinks he's the best shit at Christmas. And like all the toys are explaining that, new toys will be coming in this Christmas and stuff. And
Mhm.
Rugby doesn't want to get replaced. So he concocts this harebrained scheme that he's going to go get in the box so that the little girl can open him again. And but the thing is if people see the toys moving and stuff, they'll die. Basically, the toys will freeze. And
Oh
they'll be dead.
wow.
So it's really, really good. It's on YouTube. Just search the Christmas toy. Jim Henson's a Christmas toy. It's fucking great.
I might have to watch
It's been a
that.
staple every year. So I first saw it when it came out back in the 80s. Like I think it was like 85 or 86 or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just, it's really, really good. It's like sloppy steaks. It's really, really good.
Damn it, I'm tired. Sorry.
No, that's
Oh,
okay.
I might have to
This-
check
this
that out. It
is-
sounds interesting. It almost
It
sounds
was, if you like
almost
Muppets,
like
it's like
precursor to Toy Story.
it's schmaltzy, but it's good schmaltzy. You know what I mean?
Easy enough. How about you, Danny? You got another hated Christmas movie you can't stand?
can I name the ones I like?
Yeah, you can do that.
I already named it. Not a big Christmas movie person. I'm not.
You said I already named it. Oh, okay. Well, that was easy.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Everything else.
You know, I've never seen that.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
I've seen parts of it because I think my brothers used to own it on VHS. I put dollars to donuts. I bet they do. He can probably correct me in the chat, but but they used to own it. If I have
I
seen
agree.
it, what do you want? Sorry, Goose.
I agree.
don't think
I'm like, that's why I just keep like side looking at you like, wait, Michael Caine plays fucking Scrooge.
I know.
Yeah.
He sings in everything. Oh my god. Oh, you never seen this movie.
Yeah, no, I know. And it's funny because like I know bits from it, and I think I probably have seen I may have seen it maybe once, but if I did, I don't remember much about it at all. I think it was one of those things where I more or less just saw clips from it. Yeah, I know. Wait till he gets home. I'm really gonna get it then. But yeah, so I will eventually watch it, and you know what? I'm gonna go on record as saying I don't care. I'm gonna be that guy. Polar Express.
Not too bad.
I like the Polar Express.
That one's not too bad.
Whatever. That's fine.
I
That's
haven't
fine.
done that in a while. I forgot,
That's
so I
fair.
had to do
That's
it.
fair. No, I like the poor kid on it. I get. You know,
I love the book.
I
I hated the
identified the
movie.
most with the poor kid on the in the movie.
I get
And he
that.
just.
Oh,
he
you know
just
you
didn't
love
like
Tom
Christmas.
Hanks on it, Josh.
What is that?
Tom Hanks is great at everything except for
I
that.
agree. My boss hates Tom Hanks. Like, would probably murder him if he ever saw him. I'm like, bro, what the hell? But you're
Nobody
just
hates
doing that
Tom
to me.
Hanks.
Yeah, my boss
Yeah, how do you
does.
hate Tom Hanks?
I ask Eric. He hates acronyms also. I'm like, you are so fucking weird, dude. Like, what? But yeah, I like the Polar Express. It's one of those ones. I'm like, well, and it was. I don't even remember how I first saw it, but it was probably I was playing. Oh, yeah, it had to been I was playing like Guild Wars or some shit on PC years ago or something, and it came on TV and it was on like one of those loops, and I ended up catching it. And I'm like, yeah, it's actually not that bad. So I went out and I bought it.
Okay.
I also have. What do I have? I got It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a classic. And no, I didn't make you watch that Muppet movie.
Muppets.
I made you watch the Jim Henson's Family Christmas, where it's all the Muppets.
That's
all
a good one.
I know. I've never seen it. I made
Oh, yeah.
Funny tie-in funny
That-
time.
How do
man.
you, that
It's cold
Good
enough to
too.
freeze a
love
Winnebago.
one.
Whoa, everybody stop. All I hear is jumbly. Sorry, I got everyone so excited. That was my bad. I apologize, everybody. Hefty, you first, then Danny.
No, let Hatch go first. Let Hatch go first.
I missed exactly what we were doing.
Oh, what?
I haven't seen that one in forever though.
That's
It's a
on
classic.
YouTube as well, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that one. Oh, that was not stupid. That was a great one where I had like Sesame
How
Street.
dare Yeah.
Swedish guy.
Yeah,
Don't be
the
a
Swedish
fool.
Chef, dude.
I love
Um,
that movie.
Yeah,
It
that
makes
was a
me
good
cry
one.
every year.
And the funniest thing is that is one of the parts of the song that they all sing at the end is in A Christmas Toy. I forget which comes from which came first, rather. But the
Okay.
old friends, dear friends, na 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 na.
Yeah, they sing that one at the end of the movie. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And then I cry at the end of that movie every time when Jim Henson steps out with the dog.
Oh my God! Stop!
Get
I'm
my
getting
family
goosebumps
all
right
together
now.
this Christmas. I'm
Yeah.
like, Jim Henson, no!
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was it? It was
Every fucking time.
it was the Muppet. It was the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggle Rock.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
it was the greatest, and it had like Fozzie's
So
mom. Hello,
Yep.
mom.
Yep.
And they had the
Oh, wow.
snowman who came
Yep.
inside. It was too
It's
cold
cold
for
enough
him
to
outside.
freeze. He's like, it's cold enough to freeze a Winnebago. I had no idea what a Winnebago was when I was a kid. I had to have that. Waka waka. Kermit. Where are these people coming from, Kermit?
Oh, I love this show so much. I love this. Who would have thought that one thing would have took us off on a whole different tangent?
Well, I think that's just one of those
It's still
things,
about
like, look
Christmas.
Yeah, I know it is.
Technically,
I know.
But it's such a good movie, and it's
It
so
is-
like
it is a good
heartfelt
movie.
and warm. It makes you
And
feel
it's
like
so-
warm while
If
watching.
you have a big family, it's on the nose. It's
Mhm.
on the nose, dude.
Yep.
Or if you have one of those families that would just, hey, Mama Marty,
That's
what's
what I was
up?
gonna say. Hey, Mama.
What up, Mama? Yeah, dude. If like I was saying, so if you have a big family, or if you have one of those families that's just like, sure, if you have friends, bring them over for Christmas or whatever like that. What was it called? A Muppet Christmas or Jim Henson Christmas?
I think it's a Muppet Family
A
Christmas.
Muppet Family Christmas. A Muppet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
All of them.
fantastic. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I love when Miss motherfucker
Piggy.
Miss Pig
Wow, you got it, bro.
is trying
You
to
got
like
it.
buy gifts, and like it starts to snow, and she like goes and puts the gifts on her back, and she's like hunkering through the snow until she's not gonna ride. And then when she shows up to the house, she's all in white with like this fur hat. And the guy, he rolls up, he goes, Kermit, I don't know where she got all this from, but she had it. And he goes, that's Piggy. And I'm like, damn right, that's Piggy.
Yep. Devin says, not for nothing, Home Alone was my favorite and forever will be. That's a good one.
Okay,
That's-
yeah,
I love me
that's
some
a fair
Home Alone.
statement. That's a good one too.
I like
Home
Mama.
Alone
Shout out
too.
to Wayne's World too. This is working hard. Not good for you. Don't work hard. Don't work hard at all.
Good for you,
It's not
Mama.
worth it.
You know what's a really good Christmas movie that's very underrated across the board for all of it? Die
Gremlins.
Hard 2.
What
Die
was
Hard
it?
2 is a great Christmas movie
Die Hard 2, he said.
Mm,
because it's still Christmas.
I
So
said
Die
Gremlins.
Hard 2 is also a Christmas movie.
Die Hard 1 and 2.
It's
Mhm.
a Wonderful Life. That is a good one. We were just talking about that.
I want to live, Clarence. I want to live.
I want Zozo's pedals. Zozo's pedals.
Yeah, see, I had it backwards.
I'm the
It's a,
richest man
it,
in Bedrock
I had
Falls.
that. I got to correct myself before Kathy gets mad at me. I have to correct it. It's A Wonderful Life is the one she shows.
Oh, that's a
Not
good
Miracle on 25th.
Miracle on 25th was the, or 24th. Yeah, Gremlins. That one I just
forgot
said
that
too.
was
That's-
I forgot that was takes
Mhm.
place during Christmas.
yeah,
Yep.
when you said Die Hard 2, I said Gremlins at the same time. That's why Danny was
Ah.
like, wait, what?
We canceled each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed with Die Hard. Yeah, there's a lot of ones. A lot of ones.
What was that movie? The one that just came out last year with the guy from Stranger Things, and he
Oh,
plays.
yeah,
like,
Violent Night.
Fantasy
Violent
one?
Night.
That was actually fucking awesome. Like
Oh,
I own that
National
movie.
Lampoons. Do you really?
Oh, the blessing.
Oh, who doesn't love National Lampoon?
Clark,
Christmas
this is a 1 month,
Vacation.
1 month subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club. Ah!
It's Ben Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking Kaye.
Yep, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Mama. As you can see by my, hey, I'm like Al from Quantum Leap. Well, no,
Seriously.
school for a second there, but yeah. So that's what that's from. It's from Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was a great one.
Trying to think if there's any other really good ones that. I
I'm sure
guess
I can look-
Nightmare Before Christmas bounces between both. You can do Christmas
It's both.
between with that one.
No, it's both.
Yeah, I'm ready to be kicked off. I'm ready to be kicked off again. I fucking hate that movie.
No,
Bye,
I
guys.
can't kick you off for that one. That's
No.
okay.
I actually love it.
The giant peach with a fucking fire hot passion, so I understand.
That's fair. Christmas.
I actually love
I
it.
never saw that one. Oh, 8 Crazy Nights. That was a good one too.
8 Crazy Nights is good, but that's Hanukkah, not Christmas. Well, no, it's
That's
both,
true.
isn't it?
It's both. Yeah. It's almost like JJ should be bringing these up on screen, so I don't have to keep reading them.
I'm working on it. I get you.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yep.
Only the first one is good. Anything that came after that is fucking just downright.
They
trash.
got
Yeah.
ridiculous after. The first one is amazing.
Christmas with the Cranks. That one's not bad.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Didn't really
one.
care for it.
That one's not bad at all.
Oh, Mama, I think you missed it. But Mama,
Elf.
if you, Elf, I never saw either. I don't really like Will Ferrell.
You haven't
like,
missed anything. Elf is
Yeah.
fucking just done.
I think it's. I haven't seen
It's
it. So
so
I can't
it's
say, but
it's so stupid. It's entertaining.
Mama, if you missed it, I absolutely recommend. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna send it in the paranormal group chat. I'm gonna send the link to a Christmas toy. So if anybody wants to watch it, you can watch that. I'm not gonna do it now. I literally went to go pick my phone up to do it now. I'll wait till after the show, but it's a good one.
Elf is just. It's not that it's a bad movie. Just
It's
Will
stupid.
overacts so much. Like he's so over the top. You're like, oh god, this is annoying at this point. It's just stupid. When
Now
he's
this
like,
is-
Santa's coming.
Santa! He's
And he gets-
coming, Santa. It's Santa. I'm like, wow, yeah, you're an elf. You should-
Exactly.
You know.
I'm just like, no, you've already
Under-
lost interest.
Now follow me on this one, guys. And I'm surprised Dewey's going to yell at me for that I haven't even brought it up yet when he knows.
I might
if
have
I'm
to
gonna
move
talk
out. I might have to move out.
Oh, Jack Frost. Oh, wait, the one with Michael Keaton? That was sweet. I cried like a motherfucker at that movie.
Okay, if she means that one, then I'll allow it. But if she means like the really bad cartoony one, I'm out. I'm just done. I'm out.
So there was this one from 1982. God, 1982 or 84. It was called Santa Claus, the movie. And it starred Dudley Moore and John Lithgow. And it was about this elf that ran away from Santa's workshop and like moves to the big city and gets a job working for this like scumbag company who John Lithgow plays like the main guy of. And it's really good. It's a very atypical Christmas movie. Like it's all about Christmas, but it's like it's not really a super happy one. It's got a lot of greedy, like greasy undertones, which I like because it's like, it's not your. I give it a watch. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one.
Okay.
Here-
I might have to check
Sorry,
Here
I
we
have
go.
recommendations up the wazoo.
I know Josh remembers this one. Lester the long-eared donkey, or Nestor, can't remember.
I love fucking Esther the long-eared donkey. Oh, that's one of my favorites. So if you've never seen it, it's this donkey who's born with ears that drag on the ground, and nobody wants to adopt him. Nobody wants to buy him, so he's basically thrown out. And he meets up with a sheep who can't dance, and a camel. What does the camel not do right? The camel has something wrong with him too, right?
He
I can't
hold
remember.
water, he just pees wherever he goes.
And it's something stupid, but they bond and become friends, and they start to walk around together. And it's a religious movie. Before I get to the next part, so they run into Joseph and Mary, and they're trying to get to the manger to have baby Jesus. But there's like a sandstorm, and they can't go anywhere. This fucking donkey wraps his ears around Mary to protect her and Jesus, and the camel basically drags them all to where they need to go because he's a camel. He's built for that. And it's so dumb, but it's so cute, and the stop motion's a little like
that's
off.
kind of reminding me of that's
It's
like
a bit
ringing
off, but
bells
it's so
now.
good.
That's from like what, the 60s or 70s?
Yeah, so it must have been. So it was like one of the Rankin Bass ones, like I just remembered.
Yeah, It was made about the same time they did like
Frosty and
Frosty,
Rudolph.
Stop
Rudolph.
Santa Claus is coming to town. They have the Blu-ray of like a dozen or so of those on there.
I would
for
love
like
to have
$60
that.
on Blu-ray or at Walmart. I'm like, yes, please.
I would love to have that. Oh, what's
Yeah.
here, Danny? Well, what's the one where? I'm trying to. I don't remember the name of it, but I know there's a song in it where there's a point in the movie where they take icicles and they cut them into coins and they like use it to buy stuff because their town is like frozen over. But then
that was actually the Jack Frost cartoon from like the 60s.
Oh, was
The
it?
70s.
Oh,
yeah.
Because he becomes human. That's right. I did now click it back in my brain.
Mhm.
That was kind of cute. I will say that. That was cute.
That one was
There
pretty
was-
decent too.
There was
You ever
another
watch
one.
the musical Scrooge? Yeah.
No.
You've never heard "Thank you very much, thank you very much. It's the nicest thing anyone's could have done for me." Like seriously, you've never heard that? That was like my grandparents' go-to Christmas movie. We watched that every Christmas.
Okay. What
How
about
do you
Scrooge?
not know? How do you not know?
I wasn't around much for Christmas with them.
They played it all the time. It was always.
I don't
on.
remember it. That's the thing. I don't remember it.
You find it on YouTube after you get off here, and I'll send you the link. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but it's basically
I'll
a
probably
music
remember it.
version of a Christmas Carol. It's kind of dark and yet interesting at the same time. And the
Well,
music,
Christmas Carol was pretty damn dark as it was.
Yeah, and so we'll go on that note. Scrooge with Bill Murray.
Oh, I love Scrooge with Bill Murray.
That was a great.
That
movie.
one's
that was
good.
super dark. That was super dark. Then there was this one called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" that was about these little mice and this mouse family. And dad was like a clockmaker, and
Yep.
it's from like the 70s. Remember? And like they had this.
Wasn't
big
it
clock.
animated?
Yeah. And it was like
It had
clock
the
would
little
grow-
like mouse with the glasses that fixed the clock in the end.
Yep.
See?
I do remember that one.
That was a
Whatever
good one.
happened to like good Christmas movies like that? Why the fuck did Hallmark
Channel.
take
The
over all
Hallmark
of that?
Channel. That's what
Hallmark.
happened. Hallmark.
Did you guys see the meme after the last show we did? The meme I sent about the Hallmark Channel? It's like putting Tabasco in your eye.
Yeah.
That and the Lifetime channel. All
Yeah,
better.
Lifetime. Yeah. I blame both of those channels. And plus, just like it's changed, dude. It's not like it was when we were kids. People are different now, man. You know what I
You
mean?
really want to show the kids Krampus?
Yes.
I would say wait another year, maybe two. Then
No.
show-
No. Take it from me. Ask Tui. Scar him young. It's the best thing to do. I did it. Look how Tui turned out. He's fine.
I turned out fine. Look what Josh did to me.
Whoa, we can't talk about that. The judge said that was. Wait, stop dancing. Don't dance to that.
But it was funny. I hate when someone's under me because when I look down and talk to you, I'm talking to my dick, and it's so weird. I'm just like, hey, oh, you're not hefty. That's fine.
You started with like, you're not hefty. That's fair. That's
Like,
sad.
hey, that's not
Well,
the
we
right-
know what we know what he really wants then.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was like, we almost made it through the whole
I can't
show
do that
without busting his
anymore.
balls.
He wants you tied in a ribbon under the tree.
I'm actually featured as Santa Claus, bound and gagged with Christmas lights, while my buddy's half nude body stands on my face on a Christmas card. I will send the picture of that in the group chat afterwards. So I have been there. And if you want to see the video of that, the making of that video, you can check out youtube.com/HefTV and look for the Not Safe at Work Christmas card video.
And
Shameless
it's
plug.
actually the link to your channels in the description below. So
One time you look down and it, thank you, by the way. What if something you look down and it is hefty down there?
then it's gonna be fucking Christmas.
Pretty much. I mean, I gotta thank him for those breakfast burritos somehow.
Seriously, those things are fire.
They're mad
Those-
good, bro.
I don't
Stand
make
and
any
deliver.
of the way I make yours. Yours are the only ones I make that way. Everyone else,
I know,
just
I
the
appreciate
two
it.
fried
Thank you.
eggs, the meat, the cheese. I'm like, here's your burrito. Go away.
I know. You taste it too. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. My buddy John loved when I got him one last week. He was, and John is like a really good. He makes a lumberjack. Like whoa.
Mm.
But he gave yours 10 out of 10. He said it was the best thing he'd ever had. So
Nice.
like,
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh
Josh,
no.
Kathy. Yes, I am. I'm El Pape.
Is that what he's called? El Pape?
No,
Are you
that's
making
just
that
what,
up?
No,
that's what I
I
choose
was
to
like,
call
it's Papa Noel.
Pape.
Santa de los Gringos or something?
No, it's Papa Noel, Father
Papa
Christmas,
Noel? Is that-
Papa Noel.
Papa
or Noel Papa, something like that. It's Father Christmas,
Hmm.
I want to be Father Time. That sounds like more fun.
right?
Yeah, it does sound kind of fun, doesn't it?
Shit, we got sidetracked again. You and I never even got into why we hate Christmas.
I just don't like Christmas, to be honest. If it wasn't for the kids, I wouldn't celebrate it.
No, I said that to one of my friends at work today. If Danielle wasn't here, there'd be nothing in this apartment that had anything looking like Christmas at all.
Yeah, so
And
we didn't always have the most pleasant experience either growing up with Christmas. So
yeah, I was gonna say we had really good years some years, and some years they were really rough years.
anytime there was the Christmas dinner with the entire family was always a disaster.
Oh yeah, definitely. Though I do have a few good memories over at Uncle
Okay.
Bob and Aunt Judy's for Christmas.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I want my tacos, Josh. If you're a Mexican Santa, I need tacos.
Well, I have to get in my Impala and get it dragged by 8 tiny little Mexicans to come over there.
No, you need your El Burros.
The burro.
Oh, I do need the burro.
Led by Dominic. Oh, wait, no, that's Italian, isn't it? Oh, boy.
No, that's Mexican. It's
On
donkey.
guacamole, on chipotle,
You can afford the donkey.
On picante, on guacamole, on
sides.
jalapeno,
On
on
the
serrano, on
right,
habanero.
On
Órale!
And will be led by
Cerveza.
green chili instead of a
Green-
big red nose. He's got a red ass because he's always shitting to fly faster because he's eating green chili.
I want to read this Christmas book. I really do.
Danny, let's write this Christmas book. Let's sit down. We should write it. That'd be like a drunk.
Oh,
Oh, did you send
Mexican
Happy what
Santa.
I sent you?
Oh my
I
goodness.
can't send Hefty yet. That what I sent. I'm gonna send it on the group chat here in a minute.
No, Josh already has it.
Yeah,
It's just
I already
Hefty got left out.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
did. Hold on. Okay. Let's share screen. There we go. Hey, Facebook. You guys get to see my Facebook for a second. So this is what she just sent me.
Oh, stop it. That's great. That's great.
It's gonna
That's
be
a
a white
gift.
Christmas.
Start giving. Oh, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, for about a second. And then once the ropes
Hold on.
are done, decorating with Christmas ropes.
But
So it's the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature stirring, not even a mouse. Ma in her kerchief and me in my gown, shot the confetti all around.
Nice, dude. With her in her outfit and I in my chaps, we both settled down to give safe words and smacks. When all of a sudden there arose such a clatter,
I sprang from my
I
bed.
asked really
Doesn't
nice,
matter.
so she emptied her bladder.
I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. I ran down the hall and turned too fast. And what did I find? A crooked dick in the ass.
We really should have workshopped this to present this at the end of the show. This would have been
We
great.
should have. Why did we? That actually turned out really funny. We should have like sat
Fucking,
around and
it's
talked
because
about it.
honestly, sometimes improv is sometimes better than anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's really funny though. There is that's what I want to mention. There's this really cool book called the Santa Claus book. It was years ago. Again, it's from when I was a kid, and it's basically from a perspective of this guy who's like a journalist, and he goes to live with a year in the North Pole with Santa. And it's like Santa's stuff and what goes on behind there. And there's like lore of certain creatures that live in the North Pole. And some of it's kind of creepy and some of it's kind of scary. The artwork is really cool. And I might do it for next year. I really wanted to do it. I had this idea the other night, but I wanted to start doing stories for that for my channel for December. I thought that would be something pretty cool because it's not like,
That'd be dope.
I mean, it's Christmas Eve, but like I said, some of it's kind of dark, some of it's kind of like neat shit you never seen before. But it's called the Santa Claus book, And super fun, cool.
You need additional voices. We got you.
Yeah, that's
we're
good.
down.
We'll just make sure, you know, I'll just make sure not to give you.
fun.
I'll just make sure not to give you any words with vowels in them, Josh.
So make it like a Freemason cipher and take out all the vowels, and I'll be fine.
So we're speaking Welsh?
Yeah,
Welsh.
pretty much. I'll just sort of be like, suddenly,
As long as it's not N's, M's, and W's, I'm good.
all right, we're gonna.
Well,
You know what? I think I might just do this myself. Thanks, Mushmouths.
Aw, you love us.
I literally almost spit that all over my computer.
I would have
Literally
died.
almost
I would have been on the floor. I would have tipped back and all you would have saw my feet come up, and I would have been out.
That would have been good. Like my router's there, my modem's there, like my mic and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
is
that
there.
could have
Like,
been
oh,
bad.
that would have been good.
That could have been bad.
But that was really, really funny. No, yeah, no. But like I said, so I think that might be something for next year. I definitely don't have enough time this year. I could maybe clamor one together before New Year or Christmas Eve. But it's at this point, I might as well just wait.
Yeah.
That way it gives you more time to prepare for it.
Or procrastinate, which is the
I
bad
will
part.
remind you come October 1st of next year.
I'll hold you
Prostate.
to that, buddy.
I will be like, hey,
Procrastinate.
about that Christmas
Yeah,
story.
it's
You wanna
like-
do that?
What's that?
It said procrastinate.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. You got to check it to make sure you know you can pee right.
You got to go all the way down to the bottom knuckle.
That's
Two
right.
fingers.
So I at work today, I had a thought in my head that I had to touch on, and we're almost done.
I bet
so
you did.
I got to touch on it real quick before we get off for the night. Can I just say I hate children and how the fact that they ruin Christmas for other kids by telling them there is no Santa?
Oh, so I'm so glad we're getting to this at the end.
Like, how fuck
We've had
are
that
you
issue.
to ruin that kid's Christmas? What kid are you? You're like, no, there's no fucking Santa. Your parents.
Oh,
We
dude,
had-
and
we've
I
had
really hope
that-
Too is there right now. He is.
We've had that issue with them doing it to Hannah.
I know, and it's not fair. If you want to teach your kids that Santa's real until they learn on their own, that's one thing. I'm 100% for that.
You know
But
who
don't
ruined it?
be a
This
douchebaggy
guy.
fucking kid and ruin someone else's Christmas. Because
You know who told me?
I came home crying because my friends were like, dude, there's no such thing as Santa, because they saw me writing, Dear Santa, I've been a really good boy. You know, the Dear Santa bullshit you write. And they're like, no, dude, there's no Santa. I go, what do you mean? My grandfather tells me every day there's a Santa. And they're like, no, he's lying to you. Though that has a really good life lesson in it at the end of the day, which I'll get to after. So I
Adults
get off
do.
the bus.
Quick
and
side
I'm
note.
in tears because I'm like torn the fuck up over this because I'm like, wait, how is there no Santa? Who brings me the gifts? Has everybody been lying to me? You know, that fucks with your head as a kid. That's a lot to understand because from the time you know shit, you're programmed to understand who Santa is. Yeah, I did it to you. Fuck off.
I did it to all three of my younger brothers in one fell fucking swoop, and it was a bitch way to do it too. I was telling them they didn't believe me. I was like, cool. Tell you what, if you get this Stimpy doll for Christmas, Santa ain't real. And guess what happened Christmas morning?
He got that Stimpy doll, didn't he?
Uh-huh. He sure did. And I am a terrible person. I will never, ever say that I was a good brother growing up. In fact, if anything, I think I was more a cautionary tale of what not to be. So I
say
never
that
claimed to
all
be a
the
good
time.
brother. Never claimed to be a good older brother, ever.
No, I say that to him all the
I'm
time.
sorry,
I
guys.
probably should have had a sister before I had a brother because I went from being the only kid for 7 years to I had to like share everything with him, and I was just like, I'm gonna fuck his life up. I'm gonna fuck it up so bad, and I kind of did. I'm kind of an
I don't know.
asshole.
I turned out fine.
I do. I honestly do. But I ruined a lot of shit for him that I probably should have let him enjoy.
Don't listen, Hefty. I turned out fine.
Except he's broken from all
I
the
think you
power
did.
bombs he got.
I think you're wonderful, Hatch.
But I had a point to my story. So I get home from school, and this is when I was staying with the grandparents, and I'm talking to my grandfather about it because he's trying to ask me like, why the fuck am I crying? And he looks at me, and our grandfather was that 1 in a billion fucking person on this planet who didn't deserve to be here, who was too good for this planet. Like his heart over the top pure for everything. thing. He sits my ass down. He looks me in the eyes. He goes, "I believe in Santa." I'm like, "Wait, no." I was like, "No, you don't." He goes, "No, I honestly still believe in Santa Claus at my age." And then he did his class, and he had this weird thing he'd always do. Like when he wanted to get a point across, we'd walk around the perimeter of the land he owned, and we would just talk. And by the end of it, I felt over the top more. I'm like, all right, you know what? I fucking love Santa again. I'm cool with that.
He sounds like a sweet, sweet man.
Dude,
I
if
bet
he
he was
was
the
still around
best.
right now,
He
I would
was.
love to have him on the show. We would all be fucking stitches. That man, like I said, was 1 in a billion. He was a good dude. But like,
You guys see behind me?
yes, I can see the desert behind you. It's
Out,
beautiful.
son.
Hey, hold on. I'm on Facebook real quick. Hold on. I got a message. He already did, Kathy.
Yeah, he just messaged me twice.
Yep. She's like, make him show the mountains. We'll go like another 5 minutes and we'll hop off. It's just after an hour now.
Sure.
But on that
Yeah.
note,
Now the silence begins.
okay. You're stuck. We're gonna end the show with a game. So you're stuck on a desert island, but you can only take 5 songs, only Christmas songs with you, and your 5 top 10 or your 5 gifts you got your whole life. That's all you can take with you on this island. What are you taking? What 5
Well, I'm
songs?
screwed on
and
music.
5 songs you get, and the only 5 things you've ever gotten for Christmas that are on your like your top 5 list of best gifts ever.
Well, I'm screwed then on the songs. I don't think Hefty's going to even answer.
I'm gonna go with 4, and you can choose whichever 4 random Santa's farting elves Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Those are just great.
Mhm.
And the 5th one would probably be "Yelling at the Christmas Tree" by Billy Idol, because I just found out about that this year and I fucking love it.
You never
Then-
heard that? I love that song.
Nope,
That's why
never. This
That's
year
a
was
good
the first.
banger.
And it was funny when I first heard it. It was on at work, and I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" And Brody checks, and he's like, "It's Billy Idol," and I'm like, "No way! It doesn't even sound like him at first." And I went, and then I was like, "Holy crap! It's Billy Idol!" All right. So
I
then,
love
as
Billy
far as
Idol.
gifts go, I'm gonna have to say an acoustic guitar,
Okay.
my harmonica set, Nintendo. Mm,
2 more.
I know. I'm trying to think of like other stuff that I got. My
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Proton Pack and my Ghostbusters Firehouse
Ooh.
that I had back in the day.
I wanted the
'Cause
Firehouse
I missed those.
so bad. No
It
one
was
ever bought
so
it.
cool. It came with like the ecto containment unit, and like it had this trap that went on top, and you could slide it, and like you could put ghosts in, it would slide into, had like a track you could like. It was fucking cool. I loved that thing so much.
I
I
wanted,
can't really think of any. I can't really think of anything.
you make my heart sad. Really?
All right, so
There's not
so
5
Hatch is-
songs you'd be okay with, and 5 things that you got for Christmas.
You don't even have to listen to them. You just bring them with you. They're just
Yeah,
there.
you don't have to.
You
just
don't have to listen to them.
five.
You have to bring them. You don't have to listen to them. Okay.
All right.
Hatch is out on that one.
Kenny is the Grinch in real life, so we've learned. What? How are you the Grinch?
It's okay. He's not really. He's just that's fine.
He just
Man,
hates
I
everything.
Scrooge.
get it. And if anything, I appreciate it. You know. What about you, JJ? What do you got?
So I'm gonna do music first, and I'm only gonna say this one because it's gonna get me motivated to do shit on the island. But that Mariah Carey song, I
I
need
hate
something
that
to
one.
get mad at that's gonna make me want to knock over trees, build a house, like keep myself alive. That's what's gonna drive me up a wall.
That's fair. It's your list, man. Go for it.
And then
Okay.
I want to say
Rudolph.
That's kind of generic and like easy. Like I can put that on like repeat every night.
Repeat.
Yeah, and I just fall asleep to it, and that's fine.
Notice he had to choose all the R's possible.
I know I did. I just
Like,
just
you're going
realized.
all out on these.
All right, so the last 3 songs.
Please don't say Meli Kaliki Maka because that'll take you all day.
No, I fucking hate that song.
Me too.
So
I'm
bad.
sorry. I'm sorry. I love you, buddy.
No, you're good. I just hate
I don't
that
like
song.
that one either.
It's so bad.
Thank you, Tui. I'm sorry you got hit, and we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, buddy. I'll see you when you get home.
Oh, poor Tui. That sucks. Let's see. 3 more. You know, just because you said it, I'm going to bring that Wham song with me. So I can be
Oh,
on the
no. All right,
island and go,
that's fair.
last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Like screaming it out to the ocean because, you know.
This shit was going by. It's like, well, we were going to pick him up. If it was any other song but that stupid Wham one, sorry, pal. It's just like,
So
we hate that song.
There's that one Elton John song and John Lennon Christmas song. Those would be my last 2.
Okay.
I don't remember the names of them, but I know what they are in my head.
Sure, that's fine. What about gifts?
Ooh, gifts are going to be tough.
That's why I was like, that's going to be tough.
So, my Game Boy Color I got back in 1999. The
Good
lime
shout.
green one with Pokemon Gold. That would be the first thing I would take with me because I could just walk around the beach playing Pokemon. So
Until it died, and you had no batteries.
Well, in my thing, I had electricity because I said my Nintendo. So we'll just say
exactly.
for the sake
So
of
we're
argument,
just going to assume I have like
somehow
a
these are
crate full of
playable on this
batteries.
Magic Island. Yeah.
Yeah, and it has everything else that I need, but good music and stuff to do.
I have no
would
idea.
say if I could get an adult version of my Power Ranger pajamas I had when I was a kid, those were super comfortable. I would take those. They were like super soft. I would definitely take those. I'm sorry, Danny, that I'm gonna have to steal this from you, but I'm gonna take the N64 because you know Smash Brothers. Well, I'm stuck there. Other than that, I got 2 left. Ooh, the bike mom bought me and that I didn't know how to react to, and she was like offended that I was just like more in shock that she bought me a bike, and I was just like, wait, I have a bike? I would bring that to get around the beach faster because I love the bike. I rode that shit till the wheels fell off.
He'd ride at 5 inches and then have to get off and catch his breath.
That was like me. That's not true. That's so. This is great. Whew.
This is supposed to be a Christmas episode, Danny. It's supposed to be fun and happy.
It's fun.
Boy, you little baby.
We're both emers around Christmas. This is normal.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm happy that I'm doing this show. I'm happy I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this Christmas show with you boys. So thank you for letting me be a part of it.
It's a good time, and
It is.
you know, being we're 2,000 miles away, it's nice we get to see each other a bit before, so it's kind of nice.
Right?
Gift left, right?
Yeah.
I'm bringing that Green Ranger with me. There
it is. Bringing it back. Hell yeah, bro.
I'm totally
yeah,
bringing
man.
him with me.
Very nice.
But that was it. Yeah, we're at an hour 7. So I suppose you both have lives to do. Your kids are inside. You got stuff to do. So let's end it there. Thought this was a great show, guys. Thank you both. If you want to see more Hefty do on Friday nights, the links are in the description below. I think I finally put my Instagram one in there. If not, thank you everyone who watched Instagram. I bounced back and forth from that. I had about 4 people on Instagram, so that's not bad. Being nobody knew I was going to do this, I just kind of threw it over there this week. Everyone on Facebook, YouTube, thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Looks like changes in the schedule. It looks like we might be doing Sundays now, just because Danny has stuff going on. I get out of work at 1, then we have to run home and do this. So we're trying to find a way where we can all still do this every week, but yet I don't feel like I'm rushed from work to here to have to jump onto this. And he has time to do the stuff he needs to do. So it looks like Sunday. So I will let you guys know either probably on Facebook or on YouTube, one or the other. I'll put something up for it. If we do decide to change it, I will let you guys know. But if not, we will be here next Thursday at this exact same time. Hopefully everyone has a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys after Christmas. Later, bitches.
Later.